Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Marvel Universe Modular Armor Iron Man figure. Now, this is the first figure from the 2011 series, although it did get released late 2010, which explains some of the packaging changes. No longer is there the Hammer logo, we're back to a S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, but instead of Nick Fury, you've got Steve Rogers in his super soldier outfit that they've got him wearing now in comics. But one quick note, not the modular armor. This is the armor from Fraction's new run, and it doesn't really have an official name yet. The fans have kind of dubbed it the Bleeding Edge armor. The modular armor is actually the armor he wore in the 90s cartoon and comics. So, just a quick note. He does come with his base. I'm not seeing files in there at all, to be completely honest, so I don't know if they're... I don't know if they're hidden or what. The same old generic blast we've gotten for every single Iron Man figure in this line. But enough about that, on to the back of the packaging. Up here you've got a picture of him, and his rear up says, "This is the sleekest, most lightweight armor ever designed by Tony Stark, built to meet the parameters of any possible challenge. It is covered in ports that can house any of hundreds of mission-specific modules. In the space of moments, this armor can swap out a suit of research scanners for a weapons package that would put most battleships to shame." Down here, you've got the other characters available, which were Spider-Man 2099, World War Hulk, and Doc Samson. So, yeah, actually in the comics they say all those tiny circles on him are, at least one of their functions is that they're cameras and they allow Tony to see in 360 degrees. But enough about that, let's pull this bad boy out of the packaging. And here we have Iron Man out of packaging, and he looks very nice. They even seem to have fixed that slight bow-legged problem most Iron Mans in this line had before. Oh, here's the blast if you wanted to see it. Once again, every single Iron Man figure comes with this blast, and it's not a very good blast in the first place, so that's going in a spare parts bin, probably never be used again. And on another note, I was right, no secret files, not even the code to go online and get your extra one, so I guess for 2011 they're completely nixing that idea. So, while I'm not exactly heartbroken over the loss, I can imagine that all the people who have been going over collecting the codes to this point are going to be kind of ticked about that. But, let's actually go into the detail of this figure, which is actually pretty nice. As you can see, it's a very nice head sculpt. They really did a great job putting all those little... I still consider them cameras until I see something in comics that establishes them as some sort of modular port. I'm going to keep assuming they're cameras. So, pulling him off his base. Now, when I pulled him out of packaging, it does seem like his knees are a little bit looser than I'd like them to be, but he doesn't have any problem standing with or without base, so I can hardly complain about that. As far as articulation, his head is a full 360, up and down, arms go out, do a full 360, bend at the elbow, spin it at the shoulder, spin at the wrist, of course the elbow joint again, do a full 360 at the torso, as well as some slight up and down, legs go forward, out, double joint at the knee again, spin at the quadricep, and have an ankle joint. So some pretty nice articulation. The base, same old base as Iron Man, number 4, which means he's the 4th figure out of 2011. So overall, the Marvel Universe line is running you roughly around $8 a figure. At least at some stores. Some stores it's closer to $7. Overall, this is a great figure, surprisingly enough. It does feel like his articulation's a little bit looser than most figures are out of packaging, but for a person like me who's just going to put him on a shelf and display him, that's no big deal at all. Very nice looking figure. And once again, I'm not exactly the target market for those secret files, so I could care less they removed them. So overall, if you're an Iron Man fan, if you're reading the new series and enjoying it, this is definitely a figure to pick up, and this is JTrain997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.